There's a story I want to share with you about a farmer who discovered something remarkable about his land. For years, this man struggled with poor harvests. His neighbors thrived while his crops withered. He blamed the soil, the weather, even bad luck. But one day, an elder visited his farm and asked a simple question. Have you ever noticed that water always flows downhill, never uphill? Have you tried working with this natural law instead of against it? The farmer had been planting on slopes that drained away precious water. When he learned to work with gravity instead of fighting it, his harvests transformed. He discovered what mystics and sages have known for centuries. There are universal laws operating in every moment of our lives. When we align with them, life flows with ease. When we resist them, we struggle unnecessarily. Today, I want to share with you the secret of living in harmony with these universal laws. Not as complex philosophical concepts, but as practical daily wisdom that can transform your experience right now. The universe operates on immutable principles. Like attracts like. What we focus on expands. Energy follows thought. These aren't mystical ideas reserved for mountain retreats. They're as reliable as gravity, as predictable as sunrise. Think about the last time you felt completely in flow. Perhaps you were gardening, cooking, writing, or having a deep conversation. Time seemed to disappear. Effort became effortless. You weren't forcing anything. You were simply aligned with the natural rhythm of creation itself. This is what it means to live in harmony with universal law. It's not about perfection. It's about recognition. Recognition that there's an infinite intelligence expressing itself through all of life, including you. Consider your morning routine. Most of us begin each day unconscious of the tremendous creative power we're wielding. We wake up and immediately let our minds run wild with worries, to-do lists, and anxieties about the day ahead. But what if we understood that our very first thoughts are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of infinite possibility? When you wake tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for your phone or diving into mental chaos, try this simple practice. Take 3 conscious breaths. Feel yourself connected to the life force that animates everything. Then, quietly acknowledge this truth. I am one with the source of all good. This day unfolds in perfect harmony with my highest good. You're not trying to control the universe. You're aligning yourself with its natural flow. This same principle applies to how we eat. We've turned one of life's most sacred acts into mindless consumption. But what if eating became a practice of conscious alignment? Before your next meal, pause for a moment. Look at your food with gratitude. Recognize that this nourishment came from the same creative source that sustains all life. As you eat, chew slowly, taste fully. Feel yourself receiving not just calories, but life force itself. Notice how this simple shift in awareness changes your entire relationship with nourishment. You're no longer just feeding your body. You're participating in the universal law of circulation. Everything in nature gives and receives in endless cycles. Rivers flow to the ocean, which rises as clouds, which fall as rain, which feeds the rivers. When we hoard, we interrupt this natural flow. When we give freely, we open ourselves to receive abundantly. This brings us to perhaps the most practical universal law, the law of gratitude. Gratitude isn't just good manners. It's a fundamental force of attraction. When you're genuinely grateful for what you have, you create a magnetic field that draws more good into your experience. But here's where most people misunderstand gratitude. They try to feel grateful for their problems or for things they don't actually appreciate. This creates internal conflict, not alignment. True gratitude is recognition. It's seeing the abundance that's already present, the air you breathe freely, the heart that beats without your conscious effort, the magnificent intelligence that digests your food, heals your cuts, and dreams your dreams while you sleep. Start there. Build your gratitude on solid ground. As this recognition deepens, you'll naturally begin to see good everywhere. And what you see, you attract more of. I once knew a woman who transformed her entire life through this principle. She was going through a difficult divorce, struggling financially, feeling completely stuck. But instead of focusing on what was wrong, she began each day by writing down 5 things she could genuinely appreciate. At first, it was simple things: hot coffee, a comfortable bed, her children's laughter. But as this practice deepened, something remarkable happened. She began seeing opportunities everywhere. A neighbor mentioned a job opening. An old friend offered her a place to stay. Solutions appeared from unexpected directions. She wasn't denying her challenges. She was aligning herself with the law of attraction by focusing on what was working in her life, and life responded in kind. This is how universal law operates. It's impersonal, like electricity. It works for anyone who understands and applies it correctly. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to believe in any particular religion or philosophy. You simply need to align your daily thoughts and actions with these natural principles. When you're feeling anxious, remember the law of rhythm. Everything in nature moves in cycles. This difficult period will pass. When you're feeling disconnected, remember the law of unity. You're never truly separate from the source of all good. When you're feeling lack, remember the law of circulation. Give something, even if it's just a kind word, and open the channels for receiving. Let me share one more simple practice that can revolutionize your experience. At the end of each day, before you sleep, review your day not with judgment, but with curiosity. Ask yourself, where did I flow with life today? Where did I resist it? Don't criticize yourself for moments of resistance. Simply notice them. Awareness itself is transformative. Tomorrow, you'll have countless new opportunities to choose alignment over resistance, flow over force. The secret of living in harmony with universal law isn't complicated. It's about bringing consciousness to the ordinary moments of your life. It's recognizing that you're not a victim of circumstances, but a co-creator with the infinite intelligence that governs all things. Your thoughts are not random. They're creative forces. Your emotions are not meaningless. They're indicators of your alignment with natural law. Your daily habits are not trivial. They're either building harmony or creating resistance in your life. The farmer in our story didn't need to change the law of gravity. He needed to work with it. You don't need to change the laws of the universe. You need to recognize them, respect them, and align your life with them. When you do this, something beautiful happens. Life stops being a struggle against opposing forces and becomes a dance with supporting energies. You begin to trust the intelligence that beats your heart and grows the trees. You start to see challenges as invitations to deeper alignment. You discover that you're not separate from the creative power of the universe. You are its unique expression. This is your invitation. Not to become something you're not, but to remember who you truly are. A being of infinite potential, temporarily focused in this time and place, here to contribute your unique note to the grand symphony of existence. Begin where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. The universe is waiting not to grant your wishes, but to express its infinite creativity through your willing cooperation. This is the secret of living in harmony with universal law. This is how you step into the flow of life itself. This is how you discover that you were never meant to swim against the current, but to let the river of infinite possibility carry you toward your highest good. The choice is always yours. In every moment, you can choose alignment or resistance, flow or force, harmony or struggle. Choose wisely. The universe is listening, and it always responds.